Hi everyone, this is KBTalks, powered by the NKBA, the only podcast dedicated to sharing the latest kitchen and bath industry insights, providing you with the education and connections to help grow and support your business. I'm Jennifer Bertrand, and we're coming to you live from KBIS 2020. I'm sitting in the Discovery District Lounge with Sean Ayala. Oh, I'm going to get it wrong.
Sean Ayala, I'll jump in.
Thank you, I love it. Who is the marketing manager for luxury appliances and decorative plumbing with Best Buy and Pacific Sales. Sean is a specialist in understanding and educating the industry on designing smart kitchens and bathrooms using and combining elements such as apps, voice control technology, connected appliances, and decorative plumbing. His NKBA Voices from the Industry session is catered to those who are interested in applying such elements into their work and becoming an early adopter in the smart kitchen and bathroom design revolution, a trend that is rapidly picking up speed in the industry. That's a good intro, isn't it?
Wow.
And honestly, I can't wait to dive into this topic. But before we get started, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Home Advisor. Are you a home repair or improvement pro looking to grow your business? Home Advisor can help. Here's how it works. Home Advisor matches homeowners looking for help with their projects with the best local pros in the area who can do the job. That means your business gets connected to new customers quickly and easily. Get started now and Home Advisor will help you find your next job. And be sure to ask if you are eligible for a limited time $100 credit when you sign up. Go to homeadvisor.com/NKBA offer. Again, that's homeadvisor.com/NKBA offer. Okay, we are ready to get started. Sean, thank you for taking the time out of your busy KBIS schedule to join us.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
Yeah, well, so obviously you've done your talk, and I'd love for you to give us some of the insight for those that couldn't be here at KBIS about what you talked about in this field.
Well, so the title was called How to Design for the Smart Kitchen and Bathroom. And I think one of the things that that I found through discussions with a lot of the trade professionals is that they don't have confidence in speaking about what is available. One, what are the possibilities once you have the product? Where do I even start or begin in the whole process of designing the smart kitchen at home? And who do I partner with? So it was really around providing the education that gave them insight to do what they needed to do to start having these conversations. Because the last thing that I thought that was extremely important that we also discussed.
So what are the questions?
Well, let's step back for a second, because a lot of it is around understanding what is available and the capabilities. So imagine waking up and saying, "Good morning, Alexa." And as you're in your bed, your bathroom is already heating the floors. Your bathroom is already heating the toilet seat. The toilet seat automatically opens up. You get up, go into the bathroom. The bidet automatically
I have a smart toilet. They're awesome.
Right? So you're clean. You get up. The toilet flushes on its own, and you go off on your merry way. So I think about that. Another thing I think about is, imagine you walk into your bathroom. The tub is already filled completely for you to the top. So when you think about those possibilities, when you imagine it, like that is possible. So when you're having a conversation with your client and or team to discover what the possibilities are, you need to start there, understanding what the product can do, what the capabilities are, and start finding those trigger points. I call it an unknown story, where you need to get that out of the client or customer you're talking to, because that's the only way you can educate and inform them about what's truly possible versus just a notification you'll get in your pocket that you left your refrigerator open.
Well, you know what? I find with some designers, honestly, like integrating smart home technology is a no-brainer. It's easy. They're not intimidated by it. But some, until they put that toe in the water and they really dive into it, they feel overwhelmed or they're intimidated by it. So if you were advising a designer to start getting into this world, what would be the first bit of advice, or where would you tell them to start? Is it with the questions with the client? Is it finding an installer you love?
I think it would be educating yourself first. So I think of two brands who actually have the entire breadth of assortment when it comes to the bathroom and the kitchen. Thermador is one, and Kohler is the other. So one, first understanding that, and then probably my advice would be, because still at the end of the day, it's about the Wi-Fi and the connectivity. And then the other part is the power. Power is extremely important. When you think of this connected pieces across the entire bathroom, we've gotten to a point where you actually need an outlet for the toilet. You need an outlet for the shower. You need an outlet for the mirror. You need an outlet for the tub. And in the past, historically, we don't think of that. And then
And don't you think sometimes, sorry to interrupt, that sometimes they start thinking about smart home stuff too late? Like it really has to happen.
Correct. So then when I think about where do you even begin, pre-planning it is the best opportunity to do it, because we usually forget about the tech budget in the entire scheme of things, and we think about that later in the process, and that's when things can go crazy, because the cost of implementing a smart home or kitchen or bathroom is pretty pricey. So if you identify those needs in the beginning, you can definitely create a budget that will allow you to do it.
Right, retrofitting, putting in all those outlets and whatnot you need would be a pain. And then also understanding like your Wi-Fi capability and strength.
Yes, so the other thing I think about is, so I just purchased a home in Minnesota.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Moved from LA, don't ask me why.
You now have 2 jackets?
Yes, and I wish I did have the outlets I needed. It was a new build, and whoever built it just wasn't thinking of those things. But from a Wi-Fi or network perspective, I wish that there was a closet somewhere, whether it was the basement or a closet, but a networking closet where all your wiring and all your networking goes to, so that way it's the brains of your operations.
Where they usually house a rack or whatnot.
All of that stuff, but then the other piece of that too, and I know this is the best opportunity to do it is when the walls are down, is wiring the home, whether it's Cat 5, Cat 6, whatever cable, throughout the entire home. Because when we're thinking about the smart kitchen, maybe you don't get a good strong signal down there. Or in your bathroom, you may not get a strong signal in there. Pre-planning and wiring specific areas of the home so you can add a mesh network or Wi-Fi extender.
And mesh networks, to some designers, it's a concept that they haven't thought about yet. But once you know about it, it's easy to know about. So the simple education helps.
Exactly. And that's where the education really helps us even start the conversation.
So, okay, if someone goes, well, great, Sean, that's great information. Where would I go to start understanding all of this? Are there any online resources that you're like, Jen, they should look here?
Well, I know.
Or come see you.
The smart. Well, yes. I'm on social all over at Sean Ayala. However, because it's so new in the industry, I mean, when you think about the connected kitchen, it's been 2 years, like when this has been introduced. I mean, Kohler has been doing it a little bit longer, but I think we're at an age where it's up for grabs. Yes, I think the smaller AV audio technicians are jumping in very quickly. Sorry, AV integrators are jumping in and trying to understand that now. But I do think that there is a gap and an opening right now where people can really start leveraging that, learning about it, and providing the resources. Because when I think about, we can't do this by ourselves. We need partners. But there are companies like Control 4. I think of Magnolia at Best Buy. We do home automation. And there's so many things you can probably find.
So I have a question. So some designers say they don't do the technology because they're worried it's constantly changing and evolving. Are there any things, because I know sometimes it's just software updating versus having to get a whole new appliance. What would you say is probably a life expectancy of a smart concept, or what advice would you give to a designer who worries about putting in technology because it's ever changing?
That is such a great question, because when you think about this space, you are purchasing appliances and or kitchen once every 10 years, and you're only purchasing it because it went out. I think we're at a time where technology, when I look at luxury brands, because I do a lot in the luxury space, they're adding it all into their product, but they're not really focused on the tech side of it. However, the integration and the technology, they're all being upgraded through system updates. So I feel like there's probably a 5-year lifespan. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, and I'm going to just acknowledge we are live at KBiz, and there's lots going on, so...
Are you having a good time?
I am. I love KBiz.
Oh, I love it too. There's so much things to see. So if you're not here,
well, and
think about
honestly,
it.
smart technology is one of the things we're seeing a lot of here at KBiz. And so, like, obviously you can pick a good appliance, put it in, and know that you're going to get a long lifespan with it. So if you spend the money and get the goods, you're going to get something that's not going to out technology. That's a question mark at the end.
So my opinion, I think the best technology or the best smart home or smart kitchen or bathroom is where you don't even realize the tech is there. I mean, we want to design something that enables our clients and customers to create an experience without the tech. I mean, when you think about Kohler and what they're doing.
So, for example, in what areas, like with Kohler, for anyone who doesn't know?
Well, when you think about the bathroom, we're inundated with technology every single day. We have our smartphone, our devices. We do so many things on this little device. Kohler gives you the opportunity with their product, whether it's the shower, the toilet, the mirror, all the things that they carry. You can walk into your bathroom and have Alexa and or the automation do it all, where that's meaningful for you because you don't physically have to go and do anything. The tech is hidden, but it's there to support you and assist you. That's how I look at it.
No, and I think if you do it right, it makes your life easier and better. It's just really like jumping in to educate yourself. You just cannot say that enough because once you do it and it's set up and you have a relationship with someone who installs it and does it, then it's a lifelong collaboration.
And so you just brought up another spark in my head. Sorry, I'm a squirrel. Automation, because yes, it's connected for the sake of connection, Wi-Fi, but it's all about automation and routines. Once you wrap your head around automation and routines that will enable a certain sequence of events, that's when smart is meaningful. So just think about that, because I think as long as products got the Alexa or the Google or the Apple Home and can be integrated with IFTT, that's another app out there that's if that then that. Sorry about that one. We'll figure that out.
No, I felt like I was at a poetry slam.
However, but you want the product that's going to enable you to do a sequence of events, not just, again, alert me because the door is open.
Well, and I think that's probably the biggest misconception in home technology is that it is only simple concepts and it's not really lifestyle, and it really becomes true lifestyle if you do it right.
And when you're asking those questions, like, what do you like to do in your kitchen? And if the answer is, I love to entertain, I have people coming over every single weekend, then you want to immediately think about lighting, audio, and then the connected products, whether it's the range or the wall oven or even the wine preservation that can make sure your wines are at the right temperature that it needs to, so when you're serving it, you can actually have a conversation around this is at the right temperature for you, right?
Right. So your biggest things that I've taken away from this is make sure you plan ahead and you start at the beginning if you can in a new construction job. If you're retrofitting or doing a remodel, obviously it is what it is. But then if you were to give advice on, okay, maybe if you want to start smaller with a couple pieces in your kitchen and bathroom, what elements would you say invest in these moments to be smart?
So I think we're limited because if you can't, depends. I always say toilet because the toilet is a great place to start. However, you need power. Faucets, great place to start in the kitchen, but you need the power underneath, because when you think about the two available outlets, it's for your disposal and your dishwasher. So you need to really start thinking about that. But the range, I mean, the cooktop and the hood, you can definitely start preheating things before you get home if you're going to bake with your kids.
I mean, that's honestly nice. Like if you're at a soccer practice and it's running long and it's already in the oven ready to go and you can just press start on your phone and your meal's ready when you get home. That's amazing.
Yeah, or a refrigerator. There's refrigerators now that will identify what products you have in the refrigerator. So if you're running home late from work or school practice, whatever that is, your refrigerator can quickly send you information around what recipes you can create from what's in the refrigerator, so you can still be on time with your next meal.
I do love that the fridge becomes MacGyver in technology, which is awesome. Anything else that you would say, I want to make sure you guys take away from this in smart technology?
The only things I really think about that is important in my mind, power and networking. Those two pieces you need first. However, there are, if there are showrooms in your area that you can access and go to learn a little bit more, definitely take some time there. And last, really partner with people, integrators, who could really help support taking your next project to the next level it deserves. Because ultimately what will happen if we as a trade community are not thinking long-term here, it could potentially mess you up for the future, because we're already here. Technology's here now. If we're not setting up our customers and our clients to eventually take advantage of this tech, whether it's through power or networking, it might not be a good look for you in the long term.
Well, and I also think, on a final note, that if you have clients who are DIY in technology or trying it, it can make something that is such a great concept a negative experience, and that if you don't understand how to use the Wi-Fi strength, hook it up, work between different compatible items from different brands, it can become a bigger headache. Whereas if you work with the company from the beginning, it can make it a seamless project. Thanks, Sean, for coming and being a part of this. We'll have new episodes of KB Talks coming your way soon, so make sure you are subscribed and stay tuned. Please be sure to send your feedback to nkba@flyingcamel.com, and remember to take a moment to leave us a star rating or wherever you listen to your podcast. Stay tuned for a quick NKBA Minute.
The NKBA Specialty Badge Program offers members a new competitive edge. Certification has long been a cornerstone of the National Kitchen and Bath Association's mission, although the designations are mostly limited to designers. The Specialty Badge Program now allows any NKBA member to broaden their knowledge and earn credentials in a variety of areas through online course materials and passing an online exam. Visit nkba.org/badges to discover the NKBA Specialty Badges currently available. Take advantage of the NKBA's ongoing professional development opportunities and get the NKBA competitive edge.